It's the heroes versus the heels. Those are the names of the acts in the U.S. House and the U.S. Senate, respectively. Basically, Democratic and Republican responses to the economic challenges created by COVID-19. Both plans would include another emergency relief stimulus payment of $1,200. Republicans would add $500 for dependents. Democrats want $1,200 for dependents. An important note, though, both sides agree that dependents over the age of 16 should be eligible this time. Inexplicably, that age group was left out of the last stimulus. Now, Democrats also want to extend a ban on evictions and foreclosures. Right now, anyway, we don't see any such extension under the Republican plan. And this is a real biggie. Democrats would continue the $600 weekly federal unemployment payments through January 2021. Republicans want to reduce those payments to $200 per week and eventually base the amount just on a percentage of lost income. That's going to be a big fight. Negotiations underway on all of this right now. Now, that federal $600 benefit has already expired here. More than 1.8 million Texans are going to see big cuts to their unemployment checks after their next payment request. But a bit of a reprieve. TWC has just decided to continue suspending those work search requirements. So you still don't have to look for a new job to get unemployment. That news, by the way, appeared first, again, right there. More info on all of this in that same place where I do my best to help you stay right on the money.